I want to talk about managers' philosophies. It seems like Ruben Amorim is very much tethered to playing free at the back. He does not want to change. He's talked about his team, his side, and the fans, I guess, as well, having to suffer during this period. Then, conversely, we got Ange Postecoglou, who, it doesn't matter if he's got 11 players, 10 players, or 9 players, famously against Chelsea on the pitch, he doesn't change the way he wants to play. Is that stubborn? Is it too stubborn? Shouldn't you be more pragmatic at times, Sandra?
It's the way of thinking, and we have to respect, because they are two top great coaches. And,
but look where they are on the table.
Yeah, but this could be the moment also, because I follow also before Mourinho at Sporting Lisbon, and what he did at the club there was amazing. Won 2 trophies in 3 years, and Sporting Lisbon was a long time without trophies, and they stick with his mentality, and after he became champion. And now I think it's they need to give time for him.
Understood.
To trust on him. At least two years. He arrived in the middle of the season, and it's so hard to say. It's too early to say, I think.
What about more of a Spurs angle here? The injuries. They picked up so many injuries, and I was looking through some numbers. 42% of injuries are muscle injuries. The league average is 24. And if you're looking at sprints per game, Spurs have the most in the entire division. The bottom 2 are Manchester City and Arsenal, who are the top 2 in the league last season. Does that tell you anything? If you're picking up so many injuries and you're continuing to have the highest amount of sprints per game, doesn't it just feel a little bit stubborn?
Yeah, you can't say that. I think it's a little bit stubborn at times, if I'm being honest. I think obviously he has his philosophy and how he wants to play, and you've got to admire that, because when we think back to the start of the season, Tottenham were beautiful to watch. They played good football. They were the most entertaining team in the Premier League. But there becomes a point when you start to get these injuries where, for me, you've got to adapt. You've got to be a bit more pragmatic. And he hasn't done that. You see what has happened with Tottenham this year. They're playing this high line. Their fullbacks are going chasing, and they're being left exposed. And the sprinting thing, of course, the stats are there. The stats prove it. And it's been a difficult season for them. And obviously now they're starting to get players back, and Ange, he's got a bit of a smile on his face there today, because that'll be a huge boost for them, just having these lads around. It gives everybody a lift, it gives the stadium a boost as well. And yeah, but you could say it's a little bit naive of him to not change how he's playing.
Well, injuries is one thing, but like you just mentioned, it does leave Spurs exposed. For example, in the last game against Aston Villa. And I know that was a cup game, but still.
Yeah, I just think, and I think we're going to see the clips here at some point of how they play. You know, their fullbacks are pressing when they don't need to at times. Now, Sandra, we talked before. Sorry, we're just seeing the clips. Yeah. Now, here you see, if we can just stop it there, you see Porro goes to press Lucas Digne in a position where he doesn't need to go to. Okay, Bentancur, as you can see, if we just play the clip on through, we see Bentancur is covered for Porro, which is good. But Porro's, he can't recover. Bentancur then, he comes in to make a challenge. Of course, there should be contact in the middle of the pitch, but Porro can't recover. The goalkeeper should save it. But you see here, obviously, they're too easy to be played through. There should be a challenge in the middle of the pitch. Yeah. Bentancur then vacates a position. He leaves 2 men wide.
Exactly.
You see there, the pass takes 5 players out, and Porro, he's trying to recover. Now, if he just stays in his position and doesn't press, that doesn't happen. Again, here we see Jed Spence. He's playing. He's supposed to be left back. He's playing like a left winger here. Again, the ball breaks down. They can't recover. And as it goes on through here, again, it's one pass, splits the midfield too. And you can see here, Archie Gray is left exposed as a left centre back. And they actually do well to slow it down. When I'm here, where is the communication between Basuma and Archie Gray to say to take the runner? I just think, but okay, that can happen, but it's just like here we're talking about the fullbacks leaving them exposed at times. It's one pass, it's too easy, and it's been the story of their season really. I think they've tried to play a high line. Their fullbacks are going And it's just been a tough watch for a Spurs fan, if I'm being totally honest.
But I think it's a lack of communication as well in the first goal, because if Bentancur took the position of Porro,
Yeah.
He could say, Porro, stay there, go through the middle, I will stay here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Of course, it's communication, but was it the first minute of the game or the second minute of the game? And he's trying to do the right thing. I get it. That's the way Ange wants to play. But sometimes, as players and as senior players as well, you've got to go, lads, hold on here. We're down to bare bones. We're exposed. We're playing Thursday. We're tired. Ange came out after the game and he said about how tired they are.
Yeah.
We have their fullback closing down the opposition fullback in his own 18-yard box. It doesn't need to happen, and I just think at times that is where they could be a little bit more clever. But he believes so much in his philosophy. As I said before, there is so much to admire about it as well, because when they get it right, it's good. And I think, like, these two teams today, on the other hand, Manchester United, we've yet to see them play well. Almiron's come in, he's tried to install a system, and we still haven't seen them play well. We know Spurs can do it. We haven't seen it from Man United.